Okay, as you can see, I am a new place for the next couple of videos, but after that I'll be back to the normal place where I record. Anyway, this is part 5 of the Midwest. Wisconsin Dells. Nearly 24 water parks lure families to the Dells in south central Wisconsin year-round. It's considered to be the water park capital of the world. Many of them are themed: Pirates, King Arthur, The Lost World of Atlantis, and each one tries to outdo its neighbor with more lavish rides, bigger splash and play pools, and longer and faster water slides. The Dells was a popular family vacation spot long before the first water park opened its gates. Visitors initially came to take boat tours through the unusual sandstone cliffs along the Wisconsin River. In the mid-1950s, ducks, World War II water-land vehicles, once used for beach invasions, were introduced to the Dells and used for tours. A flashy water ski show also debuted. Both the duck tours and the water show are still popular today, but the water parks have become the area's biggest draw. And there is a couple of photos from the Dells, and you can see the little camera. Apostle Islands National Lakeshore. The 21 islands of Apostle Islands National Lakeshore dot the coast of northern Wisconsin just off Bayfield Peninsula. The popular Madeline Island is the largest of the group and the only one that permits commercial growth. Nesting bald eagles at Bay State Park are this island's main attraction. Winter brings cross-country skiers and ice fishers to the islands. During the warmer weather, visitors enjoy hiking, picnicking, scuba diving, swimming, hunting, fishing, excursion cruises, kayaking, camping, and sailing. Once past Madeline Island, take in the beauty of the landscapes, sea caves, and waterfalls of the Lake Superior lake shores. There are woods of hemlock, white pine, and northern hardwood, and pristine old-growth forest on Devil's Raspberry, Outer, and Sand Islands. Deer and beavers are common on the islands, as are black bears, mink, muskrats, otters, red foxes, and snowshoe hares. There's a picture of the island. Talisman. Talisman is regarded as a prime example of Frank Lloyd Wright's organic architecture. The house is located in Spring Green, Wisconsin, an hour's drive from Madison. Wright built the house in the valley settled by his Welsh ancestors and named it after the Welsh bard Talisman. Wright's technique of building the house from native limestone made it look organic, as though the house was part of the hill on which it was built. In 1976, Talisman was recognized as a National Historic Landmark. Today, tours of Talisman began at the Frank Lloyd Wright Visitor Center, which is a part of the only Wright-designated freestanding restaurant. On the tour, you'll see many structures Wright built on the 600-acre estate: the Romeo and Juliet Windmill Tower, Hillside Home School, Tannery Dairy, and Midway Barns. There's a picture of some of the architecture on the grounds. Door Country. The long finger-shaped peninsula that separates the main body of Lake Michigan from the city of Green Bay, Wisconsin, is called Door Country. It is known for its quiet beaches, picturesque towns, historic lighthouses, and scenic farms. Scandinavians settled here in the 1950s, and their influence is evident in the delicious food specialties offered throughout the region, such as Icelandic pancakes with legionberry syrup and skopra, a sweetly spiced Swedish toast. Fish boils are a tradition you won't want to miss. They date back to when Door Country was populated by settlers and lumberjacks. Today's fish boils consist of fresh white fish, steaks cooked with onions and potatoes in a huge pot over an open fire. Dramatic flare-up or overboil is a sure sign that dinner is ready. There's a picture of that overboil thing that I was talking about. The Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness. The Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness is the busiest wilderness area in the United States. More than 200,000 people live visit the Boundary Waters each year. The vast size, more than 1 million acres of the preserve and its beautiful terrain are a draw for tourists. The Boundary Waters stretch along almost 150 miles at the Canadian border in northeastern Minnesota. The region is a mass of marshes, lakes, and bogs on terrain once raked by glaciers at the edge of the Canadian Shield. Waterfalls plunge off cliffs, and you can catch a glimpse of native wildlife such as otters, deer, moose, beavers, ducks, loons, osprey, and bald eagles. The wilderness is perfect for canoeing, with 1,200 miles of canoe routes, fishing, and camping. There's a picture of one of the marshes.